In week 1 of The Artist's Way, Julia Cameron talks about a shadow artist. And so I'm going to read some sections out of the book. She says, unfortunately, many artists never receive the critical early encouragement. As a result, they might not even know they're artists after all. Earlier in that paragraph, she says, ideally, we'd be encouraged to be artists as children, and then our families would encourage us to pursue art as we go through lives. Our teachers, our friends, etc. would all encourage us to be artists our whole lives. But we all know that doesn't happen because the world usually thinks that there's more practical ways for us to function. And we have to, especially as an adults in the world that we exist in right now, we have to, find ways to make money and things like that. So we don't always get to pursue our dreams of being an artist. Too intimidated to become artists themselves very often, too low in self-worth to even recognize that they have an artistic dream. These people become shadow artists instead. So that's what the idea of shadow artist is somebody who could be an artist, should be an artist, but isn't. They're a shadow artist instead. Shadow artists love other artists a lot of times, so they find themselves being around people they wish they could be like. Shadow artists often choose shadow careers, those close to the desired art, even parallel to it, but not the art itself. So maybe they end up becoming support people to other artists. As a rule of thumb, shadow artists judge themselves harshly, beating themselves up for years over the fact that they have not acted on their dreams. And so, I showed this page in my last video, this Morality and the Divorced Woman page. When I made that page, like I said, I was newly single, and now I really feel comfortable just being a single 40-something-year-old woman in the world. And that was a scary thing for me at the time that I was making this book. So that's what artist journals do. Art journals give us an opportunity, and we don't have to draw. I know that I'm an artist. And so I do a lot of drawing, but we don't necessarily have to draw. These are maps that are cut out, and these are old things that I had laying around the house from when the kids were little. You are my stars and my sun, and this page, on the one side it has my doodles, but the other side it has a Christmas card that somebody sent me. This page, this is a art card that my niece made. So we're encouraging her to be an artist, which is wonderful. But that's what's so great about making an artist journal is that if you have some of those, and it might be an artist, but it might be just being a single 40-year-old something woman. It might be pursuing some other dream, or maybe even to work through a challenge. Art journals might be a good opportunity for you to work through a challenging phase in life or something like that.